1 month in now to your Panthers career. How are you finding it so far?
I'm well, actually. I like it. I like it here. I like the atmosphere at the rink. It's very professional. I feel like the guys now are really like we're all bought in the systems, and we have a good team. I think we can do a lot of damage this year. We just have to play smart, play simple, and but yeah, personally, I like the city. I like where I'm at my apartment and stuff. So yeah, I like it.
How would you rate your own performance so far?
Obviously, you like to win every game. We won a big OT win my first game. That was nice. But obviously, we still need to clean up a few things. I think defensively, just to make sure we're sharp. Whether it's at the end of periods or just at the start of games. So obviously I got scored it was four goals maybe. So my goal is to be under 3 all year minimum. So maximum 3 goals, I guess. So yeah, it's been all right. I think I can do a little more, sure.
You played for head coach Gary Graham before at Fort Wayne. How much was he an influence in you coming here? He was probably the main reason I came here. He reached out this summer to me and my agent, and I was obviously looking for a place to play a lot this year. I feel like last year I was in a good league, but I didn't play a lot, and I wanted more games. I wanted more ice time, and I feel like this year was a good fit for me. And playing under a coach that you already know his style, you know how he treats his players. It's big, so he's probably the main reason I came here. So and I'm very happy that I took the job for sure. Yeah, as you said, you was in the DEL last season with Nuremberg, but you only played 8 times. Was that a big factor in coming here, knowing that you were possibly going to get a lot more time on the ice than you would have done?
Yeah, of course. I felt like last year there was a couple of situations where I could have played, and it's just they went with the older guy, the veteran guy over there. So and I felt like I could play in that league for sure, but I just didn't have the right opportunity. But then, yeah, it's a big factor. I want to play a lot of games. I'm used to playing a lot of games. Back when I was in juniors, back when I was in college, I played a lot. So yeah, I'm good with the heavy workload. I feel like this summer I got here in shape. I trained a lot. I was mentally and physically really in shape to be ready for this year. So I'd like to play a lot of games this year for sure.
In netminding, how much of it is mental and how much of it is physical? Obviously, you've got to be incredibly fit, you've got to be incredibly flexible to get to the puck, but how much of it you've got to be mentally in tune as well?
Yeah, I think it has to be 80% in your game. Like it's whenever you have a lot of shots or not a lot of shots during the games, it's a mental battle. Like it's you gotta be sharp all the time. Whether it's highs, whether the team is doing well, you're doing well. You got to stay even keel. And whether if you get scored early or you get scored a lot, you got to not be too down. So I try to stay even keel and just not too high and not too low. Obviously, in my game, I feel like I'm an emotional player. I play with a lot of passion. Sometimes it could help me, sometimes it could hurt me. But for me, I got to be even keel. I have my mental stuff that I just try to I have like habits and routines that I need to follow just to make sure I'm even keel. So yeah, it's a lot more mentally than physically, I would say.
From what we've seen on social media, you seem to have built up a very good relationship with Jack Berry, the other netminder. Yeah, how much of a motivation is it for you having as good a netminder as Jack pushing you for that #1 spot?
Yeah, it makes a big difference, honestly, when you have someone that pushes you, and you see, like I see him every day working. He works a lot. He's a workhorse. He's a very good goalie, and he's an even better person too. Like he's going to be probably one of my best partners that I've had in my career. I've had a lot, and right away we just clicked. We kind of have a similar style, I feel too. Like, and we think the game a little similar too. It helps, and he's a great teammate. Everybody loves him in the room, and he's a big friend right now for sure.
And to finish, as we said, you've been here a month, but how do you like the city of Nottingham? How have you enjoyed settling in to your new surroundings?
I love it. I love it. It's there's a lot of things you can do around here. I mean, there's so many good restaurants. Obviously, I've had the chance to just see a couple now. Yeah, I was in a good city last year in Germany, but I feel like this one is top notch. I think it's a little bit better too. There's a lot of things to do, and people around here, they seem all nice, and I like it. It's a big city where big city. There's a lot to do, just like back home in Montreal. So I don't feel like too much of I know I'm overseas, but I feel I'm comfortable in the city, and I like it a lot.
Alex, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time.
Welcome.